Hello guys, welcome to the Lucifer Manhwa channel. At the beginning of the story, we are shown a scene from fairyland where all the gods are gathered, discussing a grave matter. The heavenly emperor says, the demon world has returned, and those demons have made 1,300 of our immortals disappear. The other gods suggest we should try calling upon the Sun King or the Moon King, since only they have enough strength to bring back the immortals. But the heavenly emperor shakes his head. I don't believe either of them can face the demon king within the demon world and return with the immortals. The gods ask in concern, then how will we save them? The heavenly emperor replies firmly, there is only one person who can accomplish this. The fallen angel, Lucifer. All the gods erupt in anger. Lucifer is a treacherous scoundrel. We cannot trust him. But the heavenly emperor declares, even if you gathered all of fairyland's strength, it would not equal Lucifer's. If he were standing here today, none of you would even dare to raise your voice before him. The scene shifts to Earth. We see Lucifer, who says, all the rulers of Earth bow before me. When every man kneels at your feet and every woman in the world is enchanted by your looks, life becomes unbearably dull, just as it has for me. Suddenly, time itself freezes. Lucifer mutters, it seems someone from fairyland has arrived. At that moment, a 4-star angel named Eartha appears. She bows and says, I am Eartha, a 4-star angel. I greet the great 8-star fallen angel, Lucifer. Lucifer smirks. I left fairyland 3,000 years ago. Since then, I've had no contact with them. Why have you come to me now? Eartha answers, the heavenly emperor has ordered your return. He has urgent matters to discuss with you. But in her heart, Eartha wonders, has the immortal emperor made a mistake? How can someone who has lived for 3,000 years still look this young? He must be lying. Lucifer asks casually, so tell me, who is the heavenly emperor now? Eartha replies, it is 8-star immortal Tao King. Lucifer laughs. That boy? The one who always followed me around, begging me to teach him dual cultivation? He's the heavenly emperor now? Lucifer reminisces. I remember passing through Thunderland. A storm of lightning was about to strike me, but that child Tao King absorbed it all himself, enduring it for nearly 100 years. I owe him a favor. For that reason alone, I will return. Eartha uses her power to open a portal. I've created a gate. Let us go. Lucifer scoffs. You expect me to crawl through that pathetic tunnel? Too small. He then waves his hand, tearing open an enormous gateway in space. The scene shifts back to fairyland. Tao King sees Lucifer and says emotionally, I missed you greatly. Lucifer looks him over and laughs. How did you become so old? I taught you 3 techniques to keep your youth. Why didn't you use them? Eartha was shocked, thinking, techniques to stay young? Such things exist? Tao King sighs. Your techniques went against the laws of life and death. Fairyland banned them. Anyone who practices them is blacklisted. Lucifer chuckles. If that's the case, then I must already be blacklisted. I've created and used thousands of such techniques. He then asks, if I've made so many mistakes, why summon me back? Tao King explains gravely. A great problem has arisen. The demon world has revived. Lucifer frowns. Impossible. As I recall, 3,500 years ago, there was a war in which every demon was slain. How can they return? And that demon god, I captured him with my own hands. How could he have escaped? Tao King replies, no, you're mistaken. Until recently, he remained imprisoned. But 6 months ago, we noticed the demon world recovering. That is why we sent an army of 300 immortals to destroy them completely. Everything was going well, until 2 days ago. All of them vanished without a trace. We fear the demon world has regained its strength and may soon become a dire threat to fairyland. Lucifer smirks. So you've called me here because you're too weak to fight them yourselves. Tao King nods reluctantly. Yes, boss, fairyland has grown far weaker than before. Lucifer turns to leave. Then I cannot help you. Goodbye, Tao King. Tao King falls to his knees, clutching Lucifer's feet. Please don't. Only you can save us. We also discovered that the immortals aren't dead. They've been kidnapped. You alone can save their lives. Lucifer responds coldly. Life and death are destiny. According to heaven's rules, we cannot interfere with them. Tao King pleads, but you've never tasted the delights of a demon cultivator. The demon world is full of beautiful female cultivators. You could enjoy yourself there like never before. Lucifer pauses. Female demon cultivators? That sounds interesting. During the war 3,500 years ago, it was so brutal that no one survived, and I never had the chance to enjoy myself. Tao King eagerly adds, yes, they are very attractive. You'd have a wonderful time befriending them. Hearing this, Eartha is appalled. This man doesn't care about fairyland, nor about life and death. And yet, he is swayed by women? What kind of person is he? Tao King says, "Let me explain the situation in detail." But Lucifer interrupts. "No need. I'll go there, kill everyone, and drag the demon lord back here myself. Problem solved." Eartha stares at him, unsure. Could he really do what he says? Can we entrust all of Fairyland's fate to this man? Then Tao King explained Lucifer's mission. He told him there were two main tasks. The first was to infiltrate the demon world as a demon cultivator and somehow establish ties with the higher-ups of the demon clan. That way, they could learn how the demons had managed to revive. Along the way, Lucifer was also to eliminate them one by one, making sure to do it discreetly so that no problems arose in the future. The second task was to rescue the immortal cultivators who had been captured. The demons were planning to use them for their own purposes, and saving them was crucial. Lucifer smirked and said that becoming a high-ranking figure in the demon world sounded very interesting. Tao King added that he would go with Eartha to the library and choose the best weapon for the mission. Lucifer waved his hand dismissively. "I don't need this trash," he said, before opening a massive gate with his own power. Tao King hurriedly reminded him, "Once you enter the demon world, you won't be able to open gates like this. How will you contact us then?" But before he could finish, Eartha muttered, "He's already gone." The scene shifted to the demon world. Lucifer stood there, smiling to himself. "Perfect. I've arrived at just the right place." In front of him stood countless demons who had come to participate in a competition. Soon, a woman stepped forward and announced, "Welcome, demon cultivators, to the demon world. I know you all were hiding in the human realm, waiting for this day. Finally, the time has come. The demon world is opening again. To rebuild our strength, we need every one of you. Join us and help avenge what Fairyland did to us." She continued, explaining the purpose of the competition. "This event will reveal any undercover agents sent by Fairyland. Each of you will go through 5 tests to prove you are true demons: morality, intelligence, physical, strength, and labor. Those who fail or are exposed as spies will be killed on the spot." Lucifer grinned. "I knew this place was going to be entertaining. But what was I doing in the human realm earlier?" The announcer began explaining the first test. "The morality test will measure how heartless and ruthless you are. When I give the signal, you will open the pot in front of you and kill whatever life form you see inside." When the lids were lifted, many demons gasped. Inside one pot was an adorable little puppy. "It's so cute," some demons murmured. "Dogs are highly valuable in the demon world. Whoever owns one gets a lot of attention from women." Without hesitation, Lucifer slashed the puppy before him. He shrugged. "That was too easy. What's next?" The other demons recoiled. "He's ruthless. He killed such a cute puppy without a second thought." The announcer, unfazed, said, "You may leave this room now. Someone outside will guide you to your next test. By the way, you're truly a horrible person." Lucifer smirked. "Thanks for the compliment." As he walked away, he explained to himself, "Before this test began, I had already peeked inside with my spatial magic. I swapped the puppy into my personal space and replaced it with chopped beef. Of course, I'm not heartless enough to kill a dog." Meanwhile, the other demons begged, "We can't kill it. Can we kill a human instead?" The second test began. The announcer declared, "This is the intelligence test. You've already proven your ruthlessness, but to fight against angels and immortals, you must also be cunning. Among you, 3 demons hold secret cards. Your task is to guess who they are. If you guess correctly, you pass. If no one guesses, the ones holding the cards win." One by one, demons made their guesses, but the announcer denied them all. Lucifer thought to himself, "All the names have already been called. Only 4 numbers remain: 5, 6, 7, and 8. He then approached the announcer. "I have something to say," she asked. "All right, what's your number?" Lucifer whispered something in her ear, shocking her completely. Then, smirking, he turned to look at demon number 5. "I knew it. My number is 5. The demon holding that number snapped angrily. "Everyone only gets 1 chance. How did you answer twice?" Lucifer calmly replied, "I didn't answer twice. I only answered once. Ask the announcer if you don't believe me." The announcer nodded. "He's right. He hadn't chosen yet. He only revealed his choice after seeing your reaction." The demon growled, "But he never said anything. What caused your facial expressions to change so dramatically?" "That's cheating." The announcer shook her head. "No, you revealed your own identity through your expression. Lucifer never named a number at first. He simply told me he was an undercover agent, which is why I was so shocked. That reaction exposed you." Lucifer waved casually as he left. "I've passed. That's all that matters." In another chamber, The higher-ups of the demon clan were watching everything. One of them remarked, "Impressive." He shocked the examiner with his words and immediately observed the suspect's reaction. This demon is far more cunning than most. It's rare to see someone like him nowadays. Soon after, Lucifer arrived at the hall for the physical test. A guard blocked his way. "You can't enter yet. The test is still ongoing." Lucifer narrowed his eyes. What test this time? Using his ocular powers, he peered through the walls. Inside, he saw several women changing clothes, preparing themselves for the trial. Among them sat none other than Eartha. Lucifer smirked. "So that's the 4-star angel, Eartha. What is she doing here with demons?" Then, narrating to himself, he added, "Angels never mark their bodies. They keep them pure and clean, which is why they never get tattoos. But demons are different. Every time they kill someone, they carve a tattoo on themselves as a keepsake. That's why the demon world designed this test, to check bodies for tattoos and root out undercover agents. Looks like Eartha walked straight in without preparation. She's definitely gonna get caught." The announcer walked up to Eartha and asked, "Where's your tattoo?" But before she could answer, Lucifer secretly imprinted a tattoo on Eartha's body. Seeing it, the announcer remarked, "If you had a tattoo all along, why were you wasting time hiding it?" Eartha replied in confusion, "No, this wasn't here before." The announcer smirked, "I understand. It's in such an awkward spot that you didn't want to show anyone." Hearing this, all the demon cultivators burst out laughing. As Eartha's group was leaving the room, Lucifer whispered, "My little snake just saved you." Eartha thought to herself, "So it was Senior Lucifer who helped me." Inside, the other demons started showing off their tattoos. One boasted, "I killed a giant wolf. Here's my tattoo." Another declared, "I killed a giant snake. See mine." Both bragged that they had never once lost a tattoo competition. Then an older demon uncle approached Lucifer and sneered, "You look weak, boy. Where's your tattoo?" "Don't worry, your father won't laugh at you." The whole group erupted in laughter. In response, Lucifer raised his middle finger and said coldly, "Look closely. Here's my tattoo." The old demon grew furious. "Are you mocking me, boy?" But the announcer inspected it and confirmed, "Even if it's in such a tiny place, it's real. And honestly, you must be a complete bastard. Otherwise, no one would ever tattoo their middle finger." Lucifer smirked. "Thanks for the compliment." The announcer then declared, "You've all passed. Move on to the next test." Inside Lucifer's body, the dragon and tiger spirits muttered, "Master, we are powerful beasts. If you let us out, we could tear them apart easily. Why didn't you release us?" Lucifer replied calmly, "Silence. I'm here as an undercover agent. No one can know how strong I really am." For the 4th round, the announcer said, "Girls don't need to participate. You can go straight to the 5th round." Eartha asked another girl beside her, "Why can't we join?" The girl explained, "This round involves dual cultivation. That's why we aren't needed." Just then, one male demon walked out, protesting, "No, I can't do this. Dual cultivation with them is impossible." He was immediately killed by another demon who said, "Anyone who refuses to participate will die." The announcer clarified, "This 4th round tests dual cultivation. With the fox demon's power, we'll uncover any undercover agents." Eartha thought nervously. Lucifer probably wanted this all along. His wish might actually come true here. Lucifer approached the fox demon. All the girls called out seductively, "Come to us, boy. We want to see how capable you are." They surrounded him from every side. Lucifer muttered, "The fox demon clan is famous for their charm. It said one girl can take down 10 men, and here I'm facing 3 at once. Isn't this unfair?" One of the fox women teased, "From your words, it sounds like you don't have the courage to act. Or do you simply lack the power?" Lucifer unfastened his belt and smirked. "Power? I have plenty of that." Then he revealed his elephant to them. Seeing it, all the girls paled in shock, trembling. Moments later, their screams echoed through the hall. Lucifer calmly stepped out of the room and asked, "So, what's the next test?" The men stared at him in disbelief. Looks like he enjoyed himself far too much. The women inside cried out, "Please don't go. Keep telling us those things you were saying." Eartha thought, he just cleared the dual cultivation rounds so effortlessly. Is he truly an angel, or could he be a demon? Meanwhile, the higher-ups were whispering among themselves. This one can't be an angel. He's definitely a demon. Once the devil world opens, I'll make sure to recruit him into my team. He's remarkable. Another demon elder added, "We've seen how dangerous he is, but we still don't know how strong. The final test will reveal the truth." The last test, labor, began. The announcer declared, "This round will test your combat ability. Only the last one standing out of 10 will be the winner. Perform well, because the higher-ups are watching and they have high expectations." Some demons turned to Lucifer and said, "Your name's Lucifer, right? You won't survive this round." Lucifer shrugged. "Why are you so angry? We don't even know each other." They snapped back. "Because of what you did in the Fox Demon round. All those women praised you and mocked us in your name. You humiliated us. Because of you, we couldn't do anything there. We'll never forget that insult. Today you won't leave here alive." Lucifer replied casually, "If you lack skill, that's your problem. What does it have to do with me? Tell me honestly, are you really that bad at it?" His words sent them into a furious rage. They charged at him, fists raised. The higher-ups watching shook their heads. "This man enraged all 9 opponents at once. He won't survive." Another remarked, "He's clever, but provoking them all was a foolish move." But then inside the ring, the demons suddenly collapsed to the ground. "What's happening? Our strength, it's gone," they cried. Lucifer smirked. "Fighting 9 demons at once would have been foolish, so I used some of my own methods. Now your bodies have no power left." The demons shouted, "You bastard! You poisoned us! That's cheating!" The referee answered calmly, "I never said poison was forbidden. Don't panic. Until you officially surrender, you won't be declared defeated." The demons roared, "Lucifer is a filthy cheater. Once this powder's effect wears off, we'll kill him." Lucifer said coldly, "So you're planning to kill me? Let me make one thing clear. I didn't come here to stand around and get beaten. While you're all lying on the ground helpless, I'll finish every one of you off." Then, from within his body, Lucifer summoned a snake. The sight of it terrified the demons. He smirked and said, "Don't be afraid. My snakes don't bite. They're just cold and in need of a warm place. Perhaps one of the holes in your body will do." The snakes slithered into them, and soon their conditions worsened drastically. The announcer raised his hand and declared, "Lucifer is the winner." The higher-ups watching whispered among themselves, "He's a pure devil. It's nearly impossible for a human to be this wicked." Just then, Lucifer's eyes shifted toward Eartha, who was struggling in her own battle. A female demon had bound her and was about to strike her with a snake. But at the last moment, Eartha bit the snake with her own mouth. The demon gasped, "What kind of person are you? You actually bit me with your own teeth." Seizing the chance, Eartha fired her energy beam and defeated the demon. But before she could catch her breath, another demon struck from behind. The demons watching laughed. "There's no way she can survive that. She's finished for sure." But suddenly, Lucifer used his magic to shatter the attacker's leg, causing her to fall and lose the match. The announcer proclaimed, "Eartha is the winner." The demons in the stands murmured in shock. What just happened? That demon had the match won. How did she suddenly lose? Eartha thought to herself, "Once again Lucifer saved me." Soon all the contestants gathered together. The announcer addressed them. "Everyone standing here is a winner. From this moment, you are officially members of the demon world. Tomorrow, the centurions will arrive to recruit you into their teams." As they were leaving, Eartha called out, "Lucifer, wait a second." Lucifer warned her, "Don't shout my name like that, you'll get us both killed." Eartha quickly said, "I just wanted to thank you for saving me." Lucifer replied, "There's no shame in being weak. But if you're weak and still try to take on big tasks, that's your fault. Do you realize that because of you, I'll be facing a lot of trouble in the demon world?" Eartha lowered her head. "I'm sorry. I know I'm weak. But during the last war, my sister went missing. I came here to find her. I promise I'm not useless. I can help you protect your reports from spreading." As they continued walking, Eartha noticed Lucifer had suddenly stopped. Looking ahead, a large group of demons had appeared. Lucifer muttered, "The announcer said the centurions would come tomorrow. But from the looks of it, my performance drew them here today. Did I do too good a job?" One of the demons stepped forward. "We're not here to recruit you into our team. We're here to arrest you. You're an undercover agent from Fairyland." The man introduced himself. "I'm Shirogan, 3rd captain under the Tango Hall. I watched your every move during the competition. And after seeing everything, it's clear you don't belong to the demon world. You're from Fairyland." Lucifer chuckled. "So my performance was so good that a senior like you personally came to watch." Eartha's eyes widened. This man is a 3rd-level magician. His magic level is extremely high, and there are 5 centurions here in total. How can we possibly fight them? She thought, Lucifer will surely find a way to trick them out of this. But when she looked at him, he was standing with visible anger. What is this bastard doing now? Eartha thought. Lucifer snapped at them. You've been talking nonsense for a while now. If you don't speak clearly, I'll break your jaw myself. The gathered centurions whispered among themselves. His aura is terrifying. He carries the highest level of demonic aura. Could he actually be an angel? Shirogane pressed on. In your records, you claimed you practiced Taoism and had no friends or family. But during the matches, you helped Eartha. That proves you know each other. In fact, you both avoided even greeting each other, despite crossing paths several times. Why hide it? There's only one explanation. You're both undercover agents, and both of you should be executed here. Another centurion raised his hand. Wait, Shirogane. Don't forget, in the 4th round he dual cultivated with 3 demon foxes. If he were truly an immortal, he would have died instantly. No angel can dual cultivate with a demon and live. Shirogane frowned. Satisfying 3 demon foxes at once is nearly impossible. No man could endure it. He must have used illusion magic to deceive them. At that moment, the 3 demon foxes entered the hall and declared, "Brother Lucifer's performance was outstanding. Unlike you useless men, he has real potential. You're all just jealous of him." Shirogane shouted angrily, "Stop talking nonsense." But before he could react, Lucifer struck him with a palm attack. The demons gasped in shock. That's the soul-seeking palm. Only the demon lord used that technique, and he vanished over 1,000 years ago. How does this man know it? Lucifer glared at Shirogane. You've been spouting too much nonsense. If you talk like this again, I'll shatter your soul and kill you. Blood dripped from Shirogane's mouth. Trembling, he asked, Who are you? Another centurion whispered, "He must be a disciple of the demon lord. There's no way he's an angel." "We've made a huge mistake," Lucifer scoffed. "Just because I helped a girl, suddenly I'm an angel? Idiot. I was just trying to impress her." The other centurions burst out laughing at Shirogane. What a disgrace. He's been completely humiliated. At that moment, Lucifer had Eartha firmly in his grip. She struggled and said, "Let me go." Lucifer replied calmly, "I'm just acting. Demon world is an extremely dangerous place, so keep playing along quietly." Eartha asked, "But how do you know the demon god's technique?" Lucifer smirked, "Because I killed that demon god once. How could I ever be his disciple? During our battle, he used that technique against me. I liked it so much that I decided to learn it myself." Eartha was stunned. He learned the demon god's technique just like that, as if it were nothing but a joke. She pressed further, "Then what kind of illusion magic did you use to fool those 3 demon foxes?" Lucifer laughed. "Those women weren't even worthy of my magic." Eartha's eyes widened. "Wait, are you saying you actually did all that with them?" Lucifer leaned closer. "Today, I'll show you the same trick I used to defeat those demon foxes." Eartha quickly stopped him. "No, that's not necessary." Inwardly, she thought, how could this man possibly be an angel? Everything he does is just like a devil. Lucifer grabbed her again and said, "Don't worry, you'll experience it soon enough, and I promise, it'll be fun." Just then, a centurion walking by chuckled and said, "Brother Lucifer, you're really full of energy. First you did all that with 3 demon foxes, and now you're starting again in the middle of the hallway? Even lust has its limits, and you've surpassed them." Lucifer shot him a glare. "Why are you following me? Do you also believe I'm an undercover agent?" Eartha thought to herself. So that's why Lucifer suddenly started acting like this. He must have noticed the centurion watching us earlier. The centurion raised his hands. "Don't be offended, but I never believed what Shirogane said. From the very beginning, he's been spouting nonsense. He's just jealous of you. In fact, after observing everything about you, I can honestly say you're trash. The lowest trash I've ever seen." Lucifer smirked. "Thanks for the compliment." Eartha stared in disbelief. "Is this really a compliment?" The centurion continued. "My name is Bao Ji, and I am the captain of the 10th Hall of the Liu group. Would you be interested in joining my team?" Lucifer replied, "Not right now. Maybe later. Besides, you'd have to offer me something I don't already have before I'd even considered joining you." The captain smiled slyly. "Oh, I have something special. I own an immortal prisoner. If you join my team, you can have some fun with him." Lucifer paused, amused. "Now that's an interesting offer." With that, Lucifer entered his room. The moment he stepped inside, he pulled Eartha close and kissed her. At the same time, he released his rat into the room. The creature scurried about, sniffing out the hidden surveillance devices, and devoured them one by one. When it was done, the rat reported, "There were 13 devices in total. I've eaten them all." Lucifer grinned. "Excellent work." Eartha frowned. "But you destroyed all their devices. Won't they find that suspicious?" Lucifer reassured her. "Don't worry. My rats will keep sending false signals through those devices, so no one will suspect a thing. Now, I'm exhausted. I'm going to sleep." Eartha pouted. "Why wasn't I given my own room? Do I really have to stay here with you?" Lucifer explained. "If you stay with me, you'll be much safer. Besides, everyone already saw us together. If you suddenly stand apart, it'll only create suspicion. Better to stay here with me." Don't worry, I'll send you back home in a few days. Eartha shook her head. No, I don't want to go back. I want to stay and help you. I've been through situations like this before. It's my job to send information back to Fairyland. You can't transmit messages with your magic here, but I have special powers that allow me to do it. Just then, Lucifer suddenly tensed with a dangerous look. Eartha whispered nervously, "Is someone outside listening to us?" She instinctively pressed herself against him. Lucifer frowned. "What are you doing?" Eartha said quickly. "I thought someone was out there, so I acted like this to cover it up. Senior, please don't misunderstand." Lucifer sighed. "If you can react on the spot like that, it's good. But remember this, no matter what happens, don't ever open your mouth. If you speak, we're finished, so keep it shut." Eartha asked softly. "Then, what should I call you?" Lucifer smirked. "Call me Daddy." Eartha blinked. "Daddy? Seriously?" She thought, "This definitely isn't necessary. He's just making me do this for his own amusement." Lucifer continued. "That's all you have to do." Inwardly, he mused. "Everything in the demon world is fascinating. I think I'm really starting to like it here." Aloud, he said, "Earlier you mentioned you knew a lot about the demon world. Tell me everything you know. There are many positions and ranks here. I need details." Eartha nodded. "The demon world is divided into 4 levels. Within those there are 13 sects. Each sect has 3 halls, and every hall has 3 squadrons. Each squadron is split into 3 squads, with 20 to 50 members in each. The leader of a squad is called a centurion. To get promoted here, one must work extremely hard. The second highest position is the peak leader. Above that is the demon emperor, who rules the entire demon world. And one more thing. All immortal cultivators have something within their bodies that is very useful for demonic cultivation. That's why immortals are highly valuable. The demons haven't killed the immortals yet, which is why you must rise to a higher level quickly. Otherwise, we won't be able to save the prisoners." But by then, Lucifer had already fallen asleep. Annoyed, Eartha stomped her foot on the ground, jolting him awake. She snapped, "Your task is to save the immortals and become the ally of the demon god." Lucifer says, "All right, I understand. You should have told me earlier. I was getting really bored." Eartha watches Lucifer and thinks to herself that she'd been a fool to expect him to be someone great. Trash is always trash. Lucifer, meanwhile, thinks that if he wants to reach the demon emperor, he'll have to surpass at least 13 rank. Lucifer releases Dronzer from within his body and says that they should go and see what is really happening in the city. Lucifer scans the entire city from the sky and suddenly senses the presence of immortals. He heads toward a house and says, "I can feel immortal energy coming from here. Let's see what's happening." Cut to another scene. There are many immortals who have been captured by Shirogani's people. The guards comment that they didn't expect him to have so many girls. Shirogane replies that he worked hard to bring them. Shirogane senses that something is off. Someone else asks if there's a problem. Shirogane says no. Lucifer thinks this man has already messed with his head enough, and now he even has immortals. "This guy won't escape my hands." Lucifer orders Dronzer, "Go, bring someone for me. You should know whom you are supposed to bring." When Lucifer opens his eyes, Eartha was changing her clothes and shouts, "Why did you open your eyes just now?" "I was changing." Lucifer replies, "What fault is that of mine?" Later, Lucifer and Eartha fall asleep there. Eartha thinks it's the first time she slept at a man's place. She's too scared even to fall asleep, yet nothing happened despite him seeing her without clothes. Maybe he doesn't like me, she wonders. Lucifer, on the other hand, wonders what's wrong with this girl. Why won't she stop staring at him? Then he takes off, saying, "It's time to work." Eartha asks, "Work? What are you going to do?" At the gate, someone arrives and asks if Lucifer is awake. Eartha thinks Lucifer's reflexes must be amazing. He had been sleeping comfortably but still heard the slightest sound. Cut to a jungle scene. Bao Ji tells his group to welcome the newcomers. They are the new team members. Everyone is excited, saying they never had a girl on the team before and that her arrival will make things more fun. Lucifer introduces himself. "Hello everyone, my name is Lucifer." A demon pipes up that they don't have many girls and begs Bao Ji to give him Lucifer's girl. Bao Ji reminds him that the girl already belongs to Lucifer. Lucifer says, "Brother demon, don't worry. Once I'm done with this girl, I'll give her to you." The demon replies that he's not interested in the girl. He's after the immortal. He wants to have his fun with her. "I've never had fun with an immortal before." Bao Ji replies that if that's the case, they'll bring the immortal out. The immortal is brought before everyone. The demons say she's very cute and that having fun with her would be enjoyable. Bao Ji announces today's mission. Hunt the fencing beast. Whoever brings back the fencing beast first will be allowed to have fun with this immortal girl for 3 days. Even more importantly, this immortal has strong energy. Her energy alone could sustain them for 6 months. Eartha asks why there's a competition now. Hadn't Baoji said he would give the immortal to Lucifer? Baoji explains that although he promised, Lucifer is very skilled and there are many people in the team to satisfy, so a competition is necessary. He's confident Lucifer will win. Hearing this, the demons are delighted. Eartha vows that whatever happens, they must win. All the demon cults head into the jungle to hunt the fencing beast, using their techniques. Watching everyone work, Eartha says they're trying very hard. Surely one of them will find the beast. Lucifer says there's no need to rush. They will wait here. Eartha warns that others are moving quickly and standing around like this could be dangerous for them. Lucifer wonders why everyone is hunting the fencing beast. I admit it's a very rare creature, but its real value is low. We should be hunting slightly more valuable beasts. He stretches and says, "Come on, let's go to the bushes with your daddy. There's no point in participating in this competition." Baoji watches them leave. Eartha scolds, "Senior, how are you behaving?" Lucifer punches and summons a pig. Pig says, "Lucifer, what do you want from me? Hurry up. I have to leave for Hollywood tomorrow for the shoot." Lucifer calls him learned and asks, "Tell me, what's most special about the fencing beast?" Eartha wonders where Lucifer got this summons from. Pig then says there's a very beautiful girl here. He'll touch her first and then tell Lucifer the rest. Eartha beats Pig up. Pig explains that the fencing beast is just a horse-like creature. Those hunting it aren't after the beast but its real master, Juhao. Juhao supposedly have a lot of treasure, so word likely reached demon cultivators that Juhao has great treasure. That's why they're searching for the fencing beast, to reach Juhao. Eartha worries, Juhao's demons are dangerous. Will I have to fight them too? Lucifer praises Pig for his good work and asks where they can find those people. Pig says he has no idea. Lucifer draws his dagger and says he feels unusually weak and feels like killing someone. Pig tells him to go east, where the river ends. Lucifer says he understands, they must follow the river. Eartha notes the river is far from here and they can't fly, otherwise the demons would discover they are angels. Lucifer says, "We don't need to fly." Then he starts running at great speed and soon reaches the cave at the river's end. Lucifer comments, "This must be the place, I can smell a lot of money here. Let's go inside the cave." Eartha scolds him, "Don't you have manners? You can't just barge into any cave like this." At that moment, a rock falls on Lucifer's head, but it shatters, leaving him completely unharmed. Lucifer asks, "Why are you screaming for no reason?" He then enters the cave, where Juhao is visibly frightened. Juhao says, "Big brother, look at this. This is incredibly valuable." Lucifer asks, "What exactly is this?" Juhao replies, "I don't know either. About half a month ago, a fencing beast brought it here. It looked amazing. And later many demon cultivators came asking about it, but I didn't tell them anything." Lucifer responds, "You're very sensible. I'm taking this with me. You don't mind, do you?" Juhao says, "I'm very happy you're taking it. If you need anything you can take it with you." Outside, Eartha asks, "If Juhao and Bao Shi meet, the truth will be revealed." "He knows you're an angel, Lucifer." Lucifer reassures her, "Don't worry. Once we leave, he'll run away." He's terrified in reality. As expected, Juhao escapes from the cave. Lucifer remarks, "I told you he would run." Meanwhile, a monkey brings the fencing beast to Baoji. Baoji orders his men to gather everyone. The man who brought the beast asks, "Captain Baoji, why do you need this?" Baoji replies, "I don't know myself, and I can't tell." The men arrive, wondering why Lucifer hasn't shown up yet. Suddenly, Lucifer emerges from the bushes and the demons remark that he's brazen. He tore the girl's clothes, and the young men are losing patience. Baoji pushes the immortal toward the demon, who eagerly says he's going to have a lot of fun. As the demon carries the immortal, Lucifer releases a butterfly over her. The demon reassures the girl, "I worked hard for you. Don't worry, I'll take care of you gently." Lucifer arrives, says, "I'm an even gentler person," and immediately breaks the demon's neck. He tells her, "Don't worry, I came from fairyland." The immortal girl thanks him for saving her. Lucifer notices the seal behind her and says, "This seal is tricky. I have 2 ways to break it. First, use my force directly, which is dangerous, or second, transfer my energy into it so it breaks from inside." The immortal advises the second method. This seal can stop 5th-level angels, but it can't withstand an 8th-level angel. Your energy will easily break it. Lucifer releases a massive amount of power, causing the immortal great pain. Meanwhile, two girls leave the room. One comments, "The man in this room is a huge demon. He spends all day with a girl." The other says, "I'm so jealous of that girl. Her luck is amazing." We see Eartha, who is wondering what people here are saying about them. Then, while looking at the item given by Ju Hao, she starts thinking about what exactly this thing is. She recalls a flashback where she asked Lucifer why Baoji needed this item. She doubted whether Ju Hao was lying about it being extremely important. Lucifer replied that yes, the item truly was very important. It seemed to be a part of a legendary 8 diagram, with 7 more parts still missing. Even though it looked like a small object, a lot of death energy was flowing out of it. That death energy belonged to immortals. Inside the object, there were thousands of immortal souls, all in pain and struggling. Holding such a thing in one's hands was definitely dangerous. It needed to be sealed. At that moment, Lucifer entered his room and shut the window. Eartha asked him why he had returned alone, and why the immortal girl hadn't come back with him. Lucifer told her not to worry. He had hidden the girl in a safe place. Eartha was anxious, saying that the girl had already lost all her cultivation, so how would he save her? Lucifer then began taking off his clothes, saying he needed something. Eartha asked nervously, "Senior, what are you doing?" Just as Lucifer jumped onto her, the gate opened and some demons rushed in, saying, "Brother Lucifer, something big has happened here. We need your help." Lucifer, annoyed, shouted, "Can't you see I'm busy with something very important? Get out!" The demons apologized, explaining that their captain had ordered them to fetch him because a serious problem had arisen. Lucifer sighed. "Fine, wait a second. Let me put my clothes back on." Eartha, in her thoughts, realized Lucifer had sensed beforehand that someone was coming, so he started acting in advance. Truly, he is a genius. Before leaving, Lucifer handed Eartha a note and said, "Quickly contact Fairyland and tell them that some immortals have been freed here. They should come and take them away immediately." Lucifer then walked out and asked the demons where they had to go. They asked if Eartha would be joining them, but Lucifer replied, "She has worked too hard today. Her legs can barely move, so let her rest here." The demons agreed, saying Sister Eartha deserved rest. Soon, Lucifer and the demons reached Baoji. Baoji was furious, saying, "One of my team members was killed. I will definitely take revenge." Lucifer asked, "How did this happen? Who killed him? Was it that immortal girl?" Baoji replied, "No, she could not have done this. It must be someone else." Then Baoji noticed a piece of cloth in Wei's hand. Lucifer thought, "Finally, he's found it." Baoji realized, this belongs to Shirogan. The scene shifted to Shirogane, who was secretly speaking with his guard, telling him, no one must ever find out about this. Just then, Baoji burst in, breaking down the gate. Baoji accused him, "So, you've grown bold enough to kill my men?" Shirogane looked shocked and said, "What are you talking about, brother? Who has even been killed?" Baoji grabbed him and tore at his clothes. Shirogane protested, "Why are you doing this? How did my clothes even get ripped?" Baoji yelled, "Stop acting. Do you think I'm a fool? You were caught red-handed. My brother was killed, and while fighting him, he must have torn your clothes. Don't try to pretend innocence." Shirogane defended himself. "Brother, you've gone mad. How could I possibly do this? If I had done it, why would I leave my clothes behind in Wei's hands?" Baoji calmed slightly and said, "All right, let's assume you didn't do it. Then what were you doing here, talking secretly to your guard in the dark? What is this thing you didn't want anyone to know?" Shirogane thought to himself, "I can't tell him about the immortal girls. If I do, he'll demand to share them, and I can't let anyone share them with me." Lucifer then spoke up from behind. "This guy isn't saying anything. That's proof he's guilty." Shirogane shouted, "Enough. Everyone calm down. Let's go to higher ups. They will judge fairly." Lucifer thought to himself, "This man is cunning. He knows how to calm situations. But no matter what, I won't let this matter be buried." Just then, the angel rushed out, screaming, "Please, someone save me. This man was trying to sell me to monsters." Baoji glared at Shirogane. "Now what do you have to say?" Shirogane cursed her, calling her a liar, but Baoji immediately punched him hard, shouting, "I won't be fooled anymore." Chaos broke out. Guards yelled, "Everyone from our hall, come out. The other hall has attacked us and even beat up our leader." Shirogane's teammates arrived, and both sides began a bloody fight. Shirogane shouted, "Stop fighting among yourselves. Someone is tricking us." Lucifer moved closer to Shirogane and whispered, "Being too clever can be dangerous. Sometimes it causes even more problems." Meanwhile, the fighting intensified. Baoji punched someone so hard that the body flew and landed at Shirogane's feet. Baoji says, "Everyone, "Stop fighting," Shirogane's teammates cried. "That's our captain. Who broke his neck?" Baoji demanded. "Where is that angel?" "She's gone," and thought to himself, "Something is wrong. Someone here is plotting against our entire team. And the only person strong enough to kill Shirogane silently is brother Lucifer. But where has he gone?" The scene then shifted to Lucifer, slaughtering demons as he advanced. Finally, he reached where the immortals were being held. Lucifer told them, "Talk later. First, I'll remove your seals." He used his magic to dispel the seals from their bodies. He handed a note to the fairy and told her, "Go here. The fairies will take you back." The fairy asked, "Brother, won't you come with us?" Lucifer replied, "My mission has just begun. How can I return now?" "Don't worry, I will save everyone and return alive." The scene shifts. We see Baoji, to whom a demon reports, "I searched everywhere nearby, but I couldn't find brother Lucifer." Baoji thinks angrily, "Lucifer, you cunning bastard, you deceived me right to my face." Just then, another demon shouts, "Brother, we found something, everyone come quickly." They all rush over and find Lucifer lying injured on the ground, badly wounded. Baoji exclaims, "This is brother Lucifer. Who could have done this to him? These wounds are deadly. Earlier, I even found Shirogane's corpse in this same room. Could it be that the same person attacked them both?" He quickly orders, "Take brother Lucifer immediately. He's still alive. If we bring him to the doctors, he may survive." But suddenly, many demons block the way. They shout, "You killed our captain, Shirogane. We won't let any of you live." Baoji tries to reason with them. "Listen, both of us have been tricked. Clearly, there's an undercover agent among us causing all this chaos. We must proceed cautiously. We should report this to Hallmaster," but suddenly stops speaking. A curse seals his throat. Baoji thinks in shock. Was this Lucifer's doing? But no, he's lying here in a coma in front of everyone. How could he cast a spell? Chaos erupts. The demons begin fighting each other. Baoji struggles, his throat still cursed, unable to speak. He forces himself to break the curse and thinks, "This must be Lucifer's trick. No one else here has the skill to use such spells. Lucifer, you won't escape my eyes." Suddenly, a powerful attack strikes Baoji's back, sealing his meridians. Shocked, he turns, thinking, "Lucifer, you traitor." Lucifer then throws Baoji's broken body into the crowd. The demons scream, "Kill Baoji." Baoji realizes he can't move his body at all. So this is it. Today is my last day, he thinks. Soon, the surrounding demons attack him from all sides and kill him. The scene shifts to the higher-ranking demons. The highest-ranking demon says, "In the border city, many of our people have been slaughtered. Everyone believes an undercover agent has infiltrated. I'm sending you 3 higher-ups to investigate and find who is killing our men." Just then, a female demon enters, insisting, "I want to help too. First, we should check the demons who came from the human world. They are the most suspicious." The next day, the higher demons arrive in the city with their forces. They announce, "Anyone who commits violence here will be executed. 2 centurions and many team members have already been killed." As they gather everyone, Lucifer suddenly sits up. The demons are shocked. "Brother Lucifer? He's alive?" The higher-ups summon Lucifer for interrogation. Investigators question him. "You and Shirogane were in the same room. Who attacked you both?" Lucifer explains, "We were fighting when a man dressed entirely in black entered. He snapped Shirogane's neck instantly. He then slashed my back with a knife before fleeing." A female demon steps forward and challenges him. "Wait, Shirogane was killed with bare hands. Why would the attacker use a knife on you? Are you lying?" Lucifer calmly replies, "Perhaps he thought I would escape, so in haste, he used a knife against me." The woman narrows her eyes. "You speak convincingly, but tell me, how do you know it was a knife?" Lucifer answers smoothly, "I didn't see it myself, but my hall members told me there was a knife wound on my body." Internally, Lucifer thinks, "This woman is sharp. I must be careful with her." The woman tears off his bandages, inspecting the wound. Lucifer snaps, "What are you doing?" She examines it silently and realizes, "This is a real knife wound." Lucifer warns coldly, "Do you have a death wish? If you treat me this way again, I'll kill you." The woman replies calmly, "Yes, this wound is truly from a knife. You may go back for now, but do not leave the city. We'll summon you again." Lucifer smirks, "And why should I cooperate with you?" The woman explains, "During your fight, many imprisoned immortals escaped from the city. That cannot be a coincidence. Clearly, there is an undercover agent here working for Fairyland, helping the captives escape. Anyone who refuses to cooperate with us will be suspected as that agent." Later, Lucifer returns to his room. Eartha embraces him happily and says, "We succeeded. All the angels you rescued have safely reached fairyland. She notices his injuries and asks, "Are you hurt?" Lucifer replies with a sly smile, "No, I was only acting." He orders his divine snake to detach from his body, revealing that it had been creating the illusion of injuries. He thinks, "It's fortunate I had this divine snake. Without it, I would have been exposed today. It even saved me in the demon world." Eartha worries, "Baoji didn't discover your secret, did he?" Lucifer replies, "Baoji and Shirogane were weaklings, but the woman I just met, she was sharp. From her, I can tell this mission is about to get very interesting." That night, as Lucifer sleeps, Eartha gazes at him, thinking, "He acts like a scoundrel, but in truth, he saved so many lives today. He is a good man." Suddenly, she sees a portal open above Lucifer's body. A fairy emerges from it. Eartha gasps, "That's the same girl Lucifer rescued. Why didn't she return to fairyland? Why has she come back here? And why is she on top of brother Lucifer?" Lucifer wakes and asks sharply, "What are you doing on my body?" The fairy replies, "I came to repay your favor." Lucifer rises and says, "You should have gone home. Why are you here creating trouble for me?" The fairy insists, "You helped me so much. I must return the favor no matter what." Lucifer says, "Your staying here is creating a lot of problems for me. Go back to your fairyland quickly." The fairy gets angry and replies, "You look down on me too much. I am one of the most beautiful fairies of fairyland, yet you don't even react to me." Lucifer responds, "I could never react to you, because you're not worthy of a reaction." The fairy then comes up behind him. Lucifer thinks to himself, "She has the ability of shadow escape. That's actually a very useful ability." The fairy continues, "After I returned to fairyland, I learned that you are the strongest god in existence. Even the heavenly god was once your student. You even broke the 5th level seal placed by demons with ease. I only want to repay your favor. Besides, I have no one left with me." Lucifer says, "Who told you no one is here? Look on the bed. There's a fairy sleeping. If I hadn't placed a silence formation around this room, your reputation would already be ruined. Please leave now, or we'll both be disgraced." The fairy sits down embarrassed and says, "I didn't know anyone else was here. If she saw me, I'd lose all my dignity." Lucifer gives her something that Juhao had given him and says, "I'll be staying in the demon world for now. Take this with you and find out what it actually is." But the fairy refuses to leave. Next morning, we see the fairy tied up by Lucifer. The fairy pleads, "Let me go." Lucifer replies, "I only let you stay last night for a while, but you don't even know how to sleep properly. That's why I had to tie you up." The fairy protests, "No, you're just making excuses. I didn't use any cheap tricks. I'm a fairy. I would never do that." Eartha interrupts, "You're a fairy. Didn't you feel ashamed doing such things? Don't you care about your own respect?" The fairy admits, "I agree what I did was wrong. But Lucifer is an angel, and I too am an angel. That means we can perform dual cultivation. Do you know, long ago in the fairy world, 1086 fairies cultivated with Lucifer. With his blessing, they all became gods." Hearing this shocks Eartha. Just then, someone comes to Lucifer's gate and says, "Lucifer, the boss has summoned you. Please go meet him." Eartha says, "Isn't this Yuan? He used to be Baoji's boss. Why is he calling you?" Lucifer replies, "That's good news for me. A higher-up personally summoning me means something important. Until I return, untie this fairy, but make sure she doesn't do anything inappropriate in my place." Later, on the way, Lucifer thinks, "It seems yesterday's investigation isn't over yet. They must be preparing more tests for me. First, I need to clear my name, otherwise I won't get promoted." He commands, "Divine Snake, come onto my body. No one must discover my true identity." Lucifer arrives at a bar with a woman guiding him. Surprised, he asks, "I thought we were going to Yuan, so why are we in a bar?" Finally, he meets Yuan. Yuan says, "Brother Lucifer, you took too long to arrive. Sit anywhere you like." Lucifer sits down, thinking, "Seems like this man has a perverted taste. Is this why he called me here?" A dragon girl suddenly sits on Lucifer's lap and says, "I can do anything for you. For free." Yuan smiles and says, "You're quite impressive. That's why Baoji praised you so much." Lucifer replies, "Did you call me here to talk about Baoji? I already clarified everything yesterday." Yuan shrugs. "Baoji's death was inevitable. If not yesterday, it would have been tomorrow. There's no point discussing him further. I called you here for another reason. I want to make you a captain. You seem strong and capable." Lucifer objects, "But I've only been here a few days. If I suddenly become captain, others might resent me." Yuan insists, "Don't worry, I'll support you. No one has the guts to oppose me." To test him, Lucifer shocks the dragon girl with his power. She gasps, "Incredible. Now I understand why even the demon fox fell into your trap. Your skills are extraordinary, Yuan continues. If you came here from the human world, you'll need a strong position. With your skills, you're destined to rise. Let's start by making you a centurion. It's a great beginning. Lucifer replies, things shouldn't come so easily. If I accept captain too quickly, Baoji's death will be blamed on me. Yuan laughs. You're smart. Now I see why you became a disciple of the demon god. Fine, let's discuss real business. He orders all the women to leave. The dragon girl, walking out, says to Lucifer, I'll come back to see you again. Yuan tells Lucifer, if you want to become captain, you must complete 2 tasks. First, in half a month, the deputy leader's daughter from the soul-searching sect will come to our city for fun. I want your team to protect her. Second, we need to find Zhu Hao. Baoji had reached the fencing beast, but the bastard escaped. We need him for something important. Bring him back, no matter what. Lucifer asks, why do we need him? Yuan replies, I don't know. The higher-ups ordered it. Just remember, don't discuss this with anyone. If you complete both tasks, you'll be made captain. Lucifer says, doesn't sound too difficult, I can handle it. Later with Baoji's team, Yuan gathers everyone. The demons cry out, Boss! Baoji was killed. Please find out who did it. We must take revenge. Yuan responds, we will take revenge but later. For now, I have an announcement. Your new captain will be Lucifer. From now on, obey his orders. Lucifer adds, take good care of me. The demons are shocked. They shout, we can't accept anyone else as captain. Our only captain was Baoji. Who is this guy to lead us? Yuan angrily warns, do you dare oppose me? Lucifer calmly tells Yuan, please relax. I'll handle them. He claps his hands and summons a large number of female demons. Lucifer says, this is your welcome gift. If you accept me as your captain, you'll receive gifts like this every month. If not, forget about it. Some demons break down, crying, Baoji's soul hasn't even found peace yet, and this man is bribing us with gifts to win us over. But what choice do we have? We can't resist. Meanwhile, other demons whisper among themselves, these people are shameless. They don't care about their leader's death. All they think about is lust and power. If they don't practice cultivation properly, how will they ever improve? Saying this, those few demons leave in disgust. Yuan says, what's the hurry? Don't you want to have some fun? Lucifer replies, practicing is far more important. That's why I've prepared something for those who truly want to train. Saying this, Lucifer takes out many martial arts books. 3 demons immediately come to him and say, life and death may come and go, but cultivation is what really matters. Please give us the books. From now on, you are our captain. Yuan adds, this boy's technique is terrifying. He's destined to go very far in the demon world. Scene shifts to the demon girl named Hila. Yuan comes to her and says, ma'am, you called for me. Hila asks, did Lucifer agree to become captain? Yuan replies, yes, he agreed. Just as you instructed, I told him exactly what you wanted, and he seemed very happy about it. Hila casually starts eating a banana. Yuan continues, our team was creating a lot of problems, but Lucifer solved everything. In his mind, Yuan thinks bitterly, she's such a cunning demon. If she weren't my superior, I'd never tolerate her. Hila tells him, you're doing well, just keep reporting everything to me. And if it turns out Lucifer is really an undercover agent, you'll receive a great reward. Yuan shudders inwardly. This girl can read minds? Her abilities are extremely dangerous. Later at Lucifer's home, Lucifer enters and finds Hila sitting inside. Startled, he asks, what are you doing in my room? In his mind, he wonders, how did she even get in here? Hila smiles, why are you so angry? I didn't come here to investigate you. I came to apologize for being rude yesterday. Lucifer thinks, where's Eartha? Did something happen to her? Or did she run away? Hila explains, when I came here, no one was inside. So I just sat and waited. I heard there's a girl living with you. Where is she? Meanwhile, we see Eartha and the fairy hiding inside a cupboard. Hila continues, you seem like an interesting man, Lucifer. Lucifer replies coolly, do whatever you want with me. I won't resist. Hila smirks. You're quite impatient. In her thoughts, she adds, what a shameless man. If not for my investigation, I'd never have come here. From the cupboard, Eartha panics. What should we do now? Hila suddenly asks Lucifer, can I check your cupboard? Lucifer says, sure, you can open it. But you won't find anything inside. Inside the cupboard, Eartha remembers the pill Lucifer gave her, a magic item that helps in hiding. She thinks, I'll have to use this now, or we'll be caught for sure. As Hila opens the cupboard, countless toys spill out. Hila frowns. What's all this? Lucifer answers, those are my toys. I enjoy playing with them. Before leaving, Hila says, it was nice meeting you. I'll keep visiting. Lucifer calls after her, you didn't even tell me your name. What is it? Hila replies, "My name is Hila." Lucifer smiles, "I'll miss you, come back soon." After she leaves, Lucifer mutters, "That was close. Eartha was almost caught." Eartha steps out and says, "Senior Lucifer, you're truly clever. You had already thought ahead, and that's why we were saved. Otherwise, she would have definitely caught us." Lucifer replies, "I've traveled the world and learned many tricks. This was just one of them." Eartha teases him, "You're an immortal, one of the greatest gods, yet you keep such silly toys. Aren't you ashamed of using them?" She grabs one of the toys from him playfully, but in the process, she accidentally glimpses Lucifer's true divine tool. Lucifer warns, "I was hiding it. You saw it on purpose." Meanwhile, we see Ning, who says, "I researched this copper plate thoroughly. It's not ordinary. When I infused it with my spirit energy, an ancient magic pattern appeared. It's incredibly powerful." Lucifer responds, "That's interesting." Eartha interrupts, "Are you joking? All anti-magic patterns were destroyed long ago. None remain." Ning nods. "Yes, they were powerful enough to even oppose the heavens themselves. That's why, after the last Great War, they were destroyed. If such power fell into the wrong hands, it would have been catastrophic. But I believe this is one of those patterns. If you want, I can confirm it instantly." Lucifer says firmly, "No need. I've seen those patterns with my own eyes. In fact, I was the one who destroyed them. You've done well, but now I must see what this really is for myself." He takes the copper plate. Ning says, "I know a place where we can investigate it. The problem is, I can't go there myself." Later, they arrive near the northern mansion. Ning explains, "This demon city is right on the border of fairyland. Inside the northern mansion are countless ancient scrolls. If we get inside, we'll definitely find information about the copper plate." Eartha says, "Brother Lucifer's cultivation is extremely high. If he wants, he can easily slip inside." Ning shakes her head. "It won't be that easy. Security is very tight, and the biggest problem is the detectors. The moment they sense immortal energy, they'll know we're intruders. Getting inside will be very difficult." Lucifer smiles, "I can solve that problem easily." He summons his divine snake, which transforms Ning into Hila's appearance. Ning asks, "How do I look?" Lucifer replies, "Perfect. That troublesome Hila caused me a lot of problems. Now it's time to trouble her a little in return. This is also a good chance to find out just how high her rank really is. I know she's a higher up under Yuan, but I don't know exactly how important she is. Don't worry, no one will recognize you." Disguised as Hila, Ning enters. The guards bow deeply, saying, "Your Highness, Hila." They quickly open the gate for her. Eartha whispers, "She got inside so easily." Lucifer thinks, "The guards called her Your Highness. That means she's a demonic cultivator of extraordinary status. Normally, demons don't get this kind of respect. Hila's identity must be very special." Later, Lucifer gathered with his Team 10 members and said, "Last night you all had so much fun, so why do you look so upset today?" The demons replied, "Boss, our mood isn't upset, but when it's time for work, this is how we act. If we don't, no one will fear us." Lucifer thought, "Their looks are already terrifying. What if they scare the deputy leader's daughter? I can't allow that." A little later, Lucifer brought in some girls to entertain them, and the demons instantly became happy. Lucifer told them, "You all should always stay cheerful. There's no point in being in a bad mood." At that moment, one demon warned, "Boss, you should be more careful about your safety." Lucifer asked, "Why? What happened?" The demon explained, "The men from Shirogane's hall are furious. I even heard they're planning an attack. And Shirogane belonged to the wolf tribe, so his family will definitely come for revenge." Lucifer asked, "Is the wolf tribe powerful?" The demon replied, "Not extremely, but their leader is a demonic cultivator named Qin Shou. I also heard he's part of the plan to kill you. The people coming for you aren't weak. Some of them even have immortal weapons." Lucifer muttered, "So that's how it is." The demon continued, "Boss, even Yuan knows you're in danger. That's why we don't understand why he assigned you the dangerous task of protecting the sect deputy's daughter." Just then, Eartha contacted Lucifer and said, "There's a big problem. Ning still hasn't returned, but the real Hila has arrived." We then see Ning inside the library, calmly reading some scrolls. Lucifer told Eartha, "Don't worry, I'll be there soon. Just tell me how the guards are reacting." The guards were saying to Hila, "Your Highness, when did you leave? We didn't even know." They were shocked and stopped her at the gate. Lucifer thought, "Good, that means Ning won't be caught. I know Hila's personality. She'll wait for Ning to come out and try to capture her." Lucifer then asked Ning, "How much time do you need?" Ning replied, "I just started. I need at least 1 more hour." Lucifer said, "Fine, you'll get your hour. Meanwhile, with the wolf tribe, one demon said, I overheard that Lucifer is going to the alley behind the northern mansion to check if there are any assassins since the deputy leader's daughter will be arriving soon. He's going alone. That's our chance to ambush and kill him. Everyone agreed. Yes, this is the right time for our revenge. Back at the library, Hila's men reported, as you instructed, we've set up barriers all around the library. Neither demonic cultivators nor immortals can pass through easily. Hila said, excellent work. I'll leave the responsibility to you. Make sure not even a mouse escapes this library. Then two demons approached and said, we've found the intruder who sneaked in, disguised. He's on the 3rd floor, calmly reading books. Hila said, fine, I'll go see who it is myself. Eartha urgently told Lucifer, come quickly, or things will go badly. Lucifer replied as he rushed over, don't worry, I'm already here. Eartha warned, Hila's guards have set traps all around. How will Ning escape? Ning said, I found something important. I discovered the true nature of the copper plate. Just then, guards entered the library saying, we heard sounds here. She must be around. Ning panicked. What do I do? They're here to capture me. Lucifer calmed her. Don't panic. Stay still. He used his snake's power to transform Ning's form. When one guard looked back, all he saw was a book on the table. He said, looks like whoever was here escaped. Quickly inform Miss Hila that the intruder is gone. In reality, Ning had transformed into a book. Lucifer whispered to her, wait a little longer, I'm coming to save you. Outside, Eartha said, if you go inside, it'll be dangerous. Who will bring everyone out safely? Lucifer replied, don't worry, I have a plan to escape. Some helpers will be here soon. At that moment, behind the mansion, Hila's men stood guard. They said, if any intruder escapes, they'll have to use this alley. We'll catch them here. But then the wolf tribe members also arrived, saying, hide here. As soon as Lucifer shows up, we'll kill him. However, when they tried to open the gate, they ran straight into Hela's men, who attacked and began killing them. Eartha quickly reported, Lucifer, something big just happened. All the guards left for the back alley. Lucifer smirked. Looks like the helpers I arranged did their job perfectly. Now it's my turn to go inside and finish my task. We then see Lucifer disguised in guards' clothes, entering the mansion. Other guards were saying, we should check the 4th floor. That girl must be there. Some of you go handle the fight in the back alley. The wolf tribe is causing trouble. Hila told them, don't panic. This is clearly the work of our enemies. Ning was thinking to herself, what's happening to me? Why am I suddenly growing larger bit by bit? Lucifer explained, my divine snake can change the form of any human. But if it changes a human into an object, that form can't be maintained for more than 5 minutes. Soon after, Ning reverted back to her real body. She cried out, my whole body is in so much pain. At that moment, Lucifer appeared beside her and said, finally, I've found you. Ning, still crying, said, finally you came. I was so scared. Lucifer comforted her. Please don't cry. Ning asked, where did you go? I was terrified without you. Just then, Hila appeared from behind and shouted, you've been caught. Now, turn around and show me who you really are. She immediately launched an attack on Lucifer. But when her attack landed, she realized she had only struck a clone. Lucifer appeared behind her, striking her neck, and knocked her unconscious. He mocked her, saying, your reaction is far too slow. I thought you were smarter, but it turns out you're a complete fool. I brought you here, and you walked right into the trap without any suspicion. Then Lucifer told Ning, quickly, put on her clothes. The divine snake doesn't have much power left. It won't be able to completely change your appearance. Ning disguised herself in Hila's clothes, and both of them walked outside. The guards were muttering, we searched everywhere, but we couldn't find them. Ning, disguised as Hila, ordered, if you didn't find them, that means they've already escaped. What about the ones causing chaos in the back alley? They must have helped the imposters escape. Throw all of them in prison. Not a single one should survive. Later, Ning asked Lucifer, why didn't you kill her? She's still lying there unconscious. Lucifer smirked. There's no point in killing Hila. Playing with her slowly will be far more enjoyable. Meanwhile, with the real Hila, she woke up and ordered her men to beat a captured wolf tribe member who had led others into the mansion earlier. A guard reported, this boy admitted he only came to take revenge on Lucifer. He knows nothing about the theft that happened here. The wolf tribe youth pleaded, yes, it's true. I didn't do anything here. I only came to avenge my brother Shirogane. Please forgive me. Hila leaned close and said, don't be afraid, I won't kill you. Just tell me, who exactly did you come here to take revenge on? The boy replied, I came for Captain Lucifer. He killed my brother Shirogane. I don't know what my seniors were planning. They were busy with something important. Please, spare me, Hila asked. And how did you know Lucifer would be passing through the alley? The boy answered. Someone told me he would. That's why I brought my men there. Hila commanded. Bring me the person who gave you that information. I'd like to have a chat with him. The guards lowered their heads. Forgive us, Miss Hila. That's not possible. Aside from their leader, we killed every single wolf tribe member in that battle. The one who gave the information must be dead. Hila narrowed her eyes. So you don't even know where that information came from? The boy cried. Yes, I was deceived. Please forgive me. Hila suddenly smiled. You're right. Someone who hasn't committed a crime shouldn't be punished. I'll let you go. In fact, you've suffered greatly because of this misunderstanding, so I'll even reward you. She leaned in and kissed him. The boy thought happily, this is amazing. Not only was I spared, but I'm being rewarded too. But within moments, Hila began to absorb his life energy. His body shriveled and turned into nothing but a skeleton. Hila sighed. My energy has been running low. I need one person every 24 hours to drain their life force and keep a close eye on Lucifer. I want to know exactly what he's up to. Scene shifts to Ning, she said. I've discovered the truth. This copper plate is actually a piece of the god-burning furnace. It's the same furnace that was once used to refine demons. Eartha asked in shock. The god-burning furnace? Lucifer explained. The demon world has captured countless immortals. Extracting energy from each immortal individually is difficult. So it seems they're trying to refine all that power directly into raw energy. That's why they're reconstructing the god-burning furnace. Once complete, the demon world will grow extremely powerful, and they'll be able to launch a devastating attack on the fairy world. Ning added, there are a total of 8 pieces of the furnace. Right now, we only have 1. Lucifer stood up and said, now that we know its purpose, you all should go rest. There's no problem anymore. Eartha objected. Rest? How can we rest? If the god-burning furnace is rebuilt, all our friends will be slaughtered. Ning agreed. Yes, Senior, we must come up with a solution, or we'll all be doomed. Lucifer reassured them. Calm down. I won't ignore such a huge matter. Every demon cultivator in this world is searching for these pieces. It's possible they've already collected some of them. For now, we've done enough. It's time to celebrate. Later, the group walked into a forest. Eartha asked, why did we come here? Ning pointed. Look there, a golden tree. Both Eartha and Ning hugged the golden tree, marveling, it holds so much energy. We don't want to go anywhere else. We feel like staying here forever. Their bodies began to fill with pure energy. Suddenly, a burst of power spread throughout the forest. Sensing this, Hila smirked. What's this? Someone is making a breakthrough. So much energy has gathered in one place. What happens next will be revealed in the next episode. Thank you for watching and stay tuned.